So, in the episode, Sang-soo talks to Beru and discovers his father, Sang Jin-woo, the Shadow Monarch, isn't dead, which brings him a sense of relief and renewed hope for the future. He's preventing the Mountain World's guard from invading our world, a noble sacrifice he makes willingly. His mother disappeared that day but didn't go with Jin-woo, leaving a lingering mystery. Now, he must grow stronger to find her. Therefore, entering the Shadow Dungeon is essential for his development and to gain the necessary power to unravel the truth. We see him inside at the episode start, carefully observing his surroundings, absorbing every detail. Beru says it's the land of the dead, forbidden to the living without a master's permission, highlighting the immense danger and the gravity of the situation. Sue observes, thinking it resembles a ruined city, and comments on the eerie atmosphere surrounding him, a palpable sense of dread that permeates the air. He feels a strange familiarity, as if he's seen it before, a disconcerting sensation that makes him uneasy and raises many questions. Then, a notification appears. Quest, survival. He must survive for 4 hours in this place. Sue is utterly confused, questioning the meaning of survive for 4 hours and wondering what challenges lie ahead. Beru says stay alert, the young monarch trial has begun, but Suo doesn't understand anything at all. Suddenly, a goblin attacks him from behind with surprising speed. He manages to kick the goblin hard, sending it flying a good distance. He says startled, "Oh, you really scared me." He looks at the goblin, which is clearly in a lot of pain now. It has Goblin Scout written on it. He says, "A Goblin Scout? What does this mean?" Beru says it's a scout. "This means there are more goblins here, young monarch." Hearing this, Suo rushes towards it, saying if this is true, it will quickly call its companions to assist it. "I must finish it before that happens." Beru says, "Young monarch, be careful. Goblins may be weak, but they are never reckless." Then we see Suo rushing to kill it with great determination, looking at it intently and saying there's no color or name on it whatsoever. This clearly means it's either weaker than me or exactly like me in strength. He grabs it firmly, grabs its axe with force, and kills it swiftly with the same axe he took. A notice appears suddenly. "You have killed a goblin scout." Suo says, "See, those who are stronger than me definitely have colored names clearly visible." Beru says, "Oh, I understand completely, monarch." But then they see a small goblin nearby. It blows a horn loudly, calling all of its scouts immediately. Seeing this unfold, Suo says, "Looks like these guys are really scouts indeed, which is concerning." Then we see a goblin coming quickly, a goblin centurion with goblin companions around him for support. Another goblin too arrives. We see a goblin decurion appearing. He also came with his companions to fight. Suo, looking at Beru nervously and anxiously, says, "You'll help me, right?" Beru says he'd help, but he's too far from his master, unfortunately and sadly, and lost significant power crossing dimensions. You see, joining this battle, frankly speaking, would also drastically reduce your experience points. Young monarch, is quite true indeed. Suo, hearing this, asks, "So you won't help? So you're just saying that, right?" He starts looking around, carefully observing his surroundings with a keen eye. Around him, we see thousands, indeed millions, of goblins looking at him, and then all the goblins attack him. Then we see Su using the power of the ruler's authority and saying, "Let's try this out a little." From the goblin he hit with the axe, we see him pull the axe into his hand and start hitting all the goblins there with the ruler's authority one by one, systematically eliminating them with great precision and unwavering focus. Then we see the axe flying above his hand. He says, "I saw this skill in the status window. It's like I've gained an invisible hand." Then we see ruler's authority level 1. No mana is needed for it, which is quite convenient and efficient. He was saying all this, then we see an arrow hitting him. He somehow dodges the arrow with skill. He looks ahead and sees an archer goblin, and then he kills that goblin with his own arrow and says, "Okay, take your thing back." And that goblin dies right there from his own archer. Seeing this, Biru is very impressed and says, "Young monarch's adaptability is truly remarkable. He was already very powerful, like a myth hero who had the ruler's authority since childhood, all around him, who could wield it at will, a power granted to him by his own father, the monarch of shadows. However, this power would only bring destruction to a peaceful world, so the Shadow Monarch sealed it away carefully and securely for a very long time indeed, preventing its misuse. But now, with the Interings invading our Earth, awakening this power is no problem at all. Really, no problem at all for anyone involved in protecting the planet. The young monarch's power shines brighter than ever before and continues to grow significantly stronger with each passing moment. We watch as Soho slays the goblins one by one, leveling up quickly with each kill and gaining strength and valuable experience points in the process. Then he pauses, surprised, wondering if the weight he can lift with ruler's authority is only 10 kilograms. Just then, as he was thinking deeply, we see a goblin come up behind him and stab him, laughing wickedly. But he knocks the goblin out with a single punch, and all around him are many goblins who have completely surrounded him. Beru says, "Young monarch, his condition is a bit worse now." Indeed. Just then the goblin leader dramatically and menacingly enters the scene. We see his HP, which is 160, a formidable amount. He pulls the knife sharply and slowly from his body and thinks, that hurts a lot, damn it. Then some goblins come forward to attack him aggressively and fearlessly. He angrily kills them instantly and brutally with the same knife and rushes towards them with great fury and incredible speed. He starts killing the goblin leader too with unmatched ferocity, thinking, "Now I truly feel alive and powerful after my lifeless and boring days." He's getting a little tired now from all the intense fighting and bloodshed. Then all the goblins attack him at once ferociously and relentlessly, HP remaining 118. He keeps killing the goblins one after another relentlessly and efficiently, but he's also taking hits frequently and painfully. The goblins are surrounding him completely, leaving him trapped, and his HP is now 84. He's killing the goblins one by one, methodically and strategically, and is very tired himself now, almost collapsing. HP remaining 53. Then all the remaining goblins rush to attack him all at once, desperately and wildly. But then a notification appears suddenly and unexpectedly. Skill Resilience, level 1 learned. Notification, you have leveled up, you have leveled up, you have leveled up. Many notifications appear rapidly and repeatedly. Then we see a lot of blood splattered everywhere, creating a gruesome scene. Goblin corpses everywhere, all dead and lifeless, scattered around. The goblin leader is also dead, lying motionless and defeated. Suho is sitting there, exhausted and wounded, and says weakly, "Oh, finally, I defeated it." The notification appears, time remaining 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. You have successfully completed the task. Beru looks at him, happily saying, "Oh, I am really proud of you, young monarch. I am Beru, and I had complete faith that you would overcome this challenge." Suho, looking at him intently, asks, "So you really didn't help at all, did you?" Just then he receives a notification. "Quest complete. Great reward is available. Do you accept?" He quickly checks the reward. Runestone Shadow Extraction. He asks, "What? Runestone? Can I learn shadow extraction skills by using this method?" Hearing that name makes me immediately think of Beru Sungjinwoo. Oh, young monarch is getting the power of shadow extraction. That's really something good. Suho looks at his body, thinking, "Now that I think about it more deeply, resistance was one too. It seems the system is constantly leveling up every single one of my skills since I awakened." His resistance skill is now level 1, requiring absolutely no mana. His body defense has increased substantially by 20%. Seeing this happen, Beru says, "That level up mechanism is the same system the monarchs used extensively in the past. It's specifically designed to help you grow, young monarch, and simultaneously keep you safe. Simply put, in a more common way, I think I was just an unawakened guy, but now it honestly feels like I am unlimited shadow higher, basically a reign of shadows." Suho says, Yeah. Anyway, I gladly accept this reward." Then we see a rune stone appear in his hand. He breaks the stone immediately, and a notice appears right away. Skill Shadow Extraction learned. I won't tell you the rules specifically, you already know them well enough, but there's an exception to note. He can extract 3 shadows. Seeing this, he wonders if it means he can create shadow soldiers. Meru explains everything in detail, saying it's a special skill that transforms the bodies of the dead into loyal shadow soldiers. This is a significant power of Sang Jinwoo, the Shadow Monarch, one of his best and most formidable abilities. Suho says this is essentially like a necromancer type skill, but if he can command soldiers 71s at that, he needs to actively hunt them first. Does this mean he can only effectively control those weaker than him? He also heard summoning skills aren't generally favorable in the hunter industry. He touches a goblin cautiously and a notification immediately appears. Shadow extraction possible. He questions, somewhat surprised. Shadow extraction? Another notice promptly prompts him to specify a command or perhaps an action. He then wonders if he needs to give a specific command or simply a name. Finally, he says if this is a command that's going to be direct, then it arises. He confronts it directly indeed, and only then does the shadow extraction skill activates extremely quickly. So what exactly and dramatically will happen in the next thrilling episode? Will Suho definitely continue to grow stronger and be able to find his beloved mother as soon as humanly possible? If you are keen to see it, please subscribe to the channel right now without delay. If you like the video at all, like it immediately, share it widely, and tell absolutely everyone you know. Solo Leveling Ragnarok is finally here for all to enjoy. Show off to your friends that you know about it and appreciate it too. And thank you all so very much indeed for watching.